Hello my beautiful viewers on my channel. What this is a tribute to Doreen Mantle, who played Mrs. Warboys in One Foot in the Grave. Well, just 1 second, I'm going to put some pictures of her up. Just 1 second. Right, I'll just read you what Wikipedia say about her. Doreen June Mantle, 22nd of June 1926 to the 9th of August 2023, was a South African born British actress who played Jean Warboys in One Foot in the Grave. She appeared in many British television series since the 1960s, including The Duchess of Duke Street, The Wild House, Sam Saturday, Chalk Casualty, The Bill, Doctors, Holby City, Lovejoy, Coronation Street, Jonathan Creek, Lollipop Lady, Queenie, in Jam and Jerusalem. And she was 97 years old when she passed away. Died August the 9th, 2023, aged 97, England. Well, some of my favourite scenes with Mrs. Warboys, because that's what she's most famous for, is One Foot in the Grave. For people of my generation. And I was 55 on the 10th of the other day. I'm 55 now. But some of the best scenes in One Foot in the Grave for me was one. She said to Victor Meldrew was a character. It was called, the series was called One Foot in the Grave, and it ran for like, was it 5 or 6 series? Wikipedia it anyway. But the main character, Victor Meldrew, died in this. In the character's actually dead. Victor Meldrew. The character Margaret was still alive in the last episode, and Mrs. Warboys. But so, what are my favourite memories of Mrs. Warboys? Well, there was one particular, I think it was a Christmas special, where Victor and Margaret and Mrs. Warboys had gone abroad. I think it was to Spain somewhere. And Mrs. Warboys went missing. The character, she went missing. Anyway, next minute, Victor, in Spain it was, somewhere in Spain, Victor and Margaret get a phone call from the police out there. We say we think we've found Mrs. Warboys. You need to come and identify her. Anyway, you get to the morgue or whatever it is, and it's not Mrs. Warboys. It's a foot. It's a bloody foot. That's all that's left of her. A foot. So it was a bloody foot. Yeah, but they find her in the end. She's still alive, right? You know. And then 1 second. Well, she talks Victor into getting a dog that needed a home. This is probably my favourite one with that and another one. Oh Christ. Anyway, so poor Victor, right, he buys a doghouse for outside, right, and everything, you know, gets the food, gets it all, you know. Anyway, oh, wait till you hear this, right. Anyway, she's all bring him in. Anyway, Victor runs outside. I better lock the door in case he runs away. Anyway, he comes in, right, into the living room, and it's a stuffed dog. It's a bloody stuffed dog. And Victor loses it with Mrs. Warboys, you know. He says, why the hell would I want a bloody stuffed dog? And the dog's, his name's Nippy. Nippy? Nippy? Well, he's not anybody very nippy now, is he? Classic, absolute classic Margaret, one. Not Margaret, Mrs. Warboys. And then what else? 1 second. Oh, she wins a competition, Mrs. Warboys. I think she could have had some money, but or have a waxwork done of herself. Anyway, she gets a waxwork done of herself, and it gets left at Victor's. It's a bloody amazing waxwork of it. Looks exactly like her, you know. Anyway, you stick it in the spare room and put a bloody lampshade over it. Honestly, yeah. And she could be a bit. She could say the wrong thing sometimes, but she didn't realise that she was saying the wrong thing. It wasn't done out of malice. It was just, she just didn't realise that she shouldn't have said that, you know, sometimes, in the character, Mrs. Warboys, you know. I mean, I remember there was another classic episode. Well, anyway, Victor had been in the garden centre, right? And he comes home and he brings home a bloody snake that got out of its cage, well, a bloody big tank, you know, and what have you. Anyway, he gets talking to this Geordie guy. Why, hey, Ped, why, hey, yeah, you know. Anyway, the Geordie guy's brought Victor's hat back because it had gone missing, right? And as Victor goes to get him a bit of money to say thanks, this snake is going up the stairs, you know. And Victor doesn't realise he's got a snake in the house at all, you know what I mean? And then the Geordie guy, why aye, lad, why aye? Yay, you got a snake going up the stairs, why aye? You should have let him out, no, you should have let him out roaming around the house. He'd go everywhere. You know what I've got? This Geordie guy says. I've got some eggs. Yeah. Victor couldn't understand his accent quite well. Crocodile eggs, you know, crocodiles. I'll let you have some. Anyway, few days pass. Margaret, this is a package here for you, Victor. So it's some crocodile eggs, you know, pretty massive like that, you know. Margaret being Margaret, she cooks them up for Mrs. Warboys. These are crocodile eggs, you know. And Mrs. Warboys has been ill because she drunk a drink that was, I think it was some sort of paint thinners or something that Victor was mixing up. And she accidentally drunk it. She didn't know it was paint thinners. She thought it was that Alka-Seltzer stuff, you know. So she's in bed ill. And then Margaret brings her a plate up of the eggs. And she cracks it open and these crocodiles come out. Little baby crocodiles. Honestly. Oh, if you've never seen One Foot in the Grave, you want to watch it. It's just hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. It really is. I mean, there's one episode where Victor gets buried in the back garden. All you can see is his head. But anyway, rest in peace, Mrs. Warboys. God bless you. Thanks for the entertainment. Thanks for the fun. And you certainly had a good innings, 97. But I know it must be hard for your family, so my heart and prayers go out to your family. God bless you all. And rest in peace, Mrs. Warboys. Thank you. Thanks for all the entertainment you've given us. And all your other shows as well for other people. Well, thank you very much. Bye.